Mark, you've had a career, Formula One, Le Mans, sports cars, and now touring cars, but it all started for you in motocross. And we are walking into Ellsworth, which was kind of one of the tracks around here. But as you'll soon see, it's changed somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, I started my motorsport career on two wheels. And I have to say, I think it stood me in good stead, because there's nothing like the tussle of 40 riders on the start gate of a motocross race. But, progressed onto four wheels, and the rest is history. But Ellsworth, yes, you're right. It was not only a local track, but a very well-known circuit on the motocross tour in East Anglia. Some great names came here. Some big names came here in the motocross world. And as a schoolboy, this was one of those circuits that you dreamt of actually riding around. But I have to say, as we walk in now, it's one of shock, because I'm looking around and surrounded by bulldozers, and not a motocross jump in sight, or a berm as we would call it, which is a bank corner. And it all looks very different.
To give everyone a bit of background, we checked this on Google Maps. It was still a motocross track. There was no contact details, and apparently it was open most Wednesdays and every Sunday. So I turned up this morning and asked the local farmer, and he looked a bit surprised. But it must be a little bit sad seeing it like this, because it was obviously such a huge part of your career.
It is sad. It really is, because it was a great place. And I'm not talking for myself, I'm talking for a huge amount of guys who came here, professionals and schoolboy riders and schoolgirl riders. It was a fantastic place. And it's got memories for me, because from my side of things, there was a gentleman called Andy Lee, who actually in his own right was a well-known motocross rider. And his son was a guy called Michael Lee, who was a speedway rider and long track guy in the US. And as a local lad, he was local to us, he was quite well known. He was the famous sports star. And I got to know the guys, and that was one of the areas of being drawn across into the world of motocross as well. And this was the circuit that he ran, and I think owned, actually. So to come back here a long time, admittedly afterwards, and now see not anything that resembles a motocross track, it's quite sad. It really is.